Hi, I'm Dan, and I'm here tonight with Max and Nick from the Radio Club, and they're going to talk about Dutchess at Night and what they're going to be doing and bringing that back to the campus.
It's going to be a fun event. Dutchess at Night was an event 2 years ago in the fall of 2014, run by student government. Had a good turnout. They didn't want to do it anymore, so we've decided to pick it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, what's the purpose of bringing this back? Why do you want to bring it back?
So, from what I was told, now, I didn't have all the information on it, but once Max had explained it to me, right, so this is going to be an all-night event, and I think it's great to bring people, not necessarily who are, in the clubs that are involved, but anyone who's a student on campus. They're going to be staying from, 6 or 7 p.m. to 6 or 7 and 8 a.m., and we're going to just keep them up all night with activities and just have a great fun time and maybe, get to know the clubs, get some new members, do some recruiting, and have, a great time.
What are you guys going to be doing while you're there? What events do you have planned?
So far the events, the lineup seems to be for Dutchess Student Media Group. We're going to be running a 24-hour Twitch live stream down in our studio, playing video games, have a schedule of sectioning off blocks of whatever people want to play. Up in the Ritz Lounge is going to be video game tournaments, video game stations, just hanging out. And then in the student government room, they're going to be having live bands.
Live band. What live bands are coming?
For, at least from what I know, Alliteration, local band. Some of their members have been in our club in the past. There's a few others lined up from. I don't remember the others, but Alliteration is one of them.
Cool, and that's an alternative group, right?
Alternative rock, kind of heavier
Cool.
music.
What you guys are gonna be gaming, right? You're gonna be. What game are you gaming while you're there?
It's really, we haven't set up the schedule yet,
Yeah.
but it's going to probably be rotating producers of whatever they want to play. I imagine we'll probably leave the studio open to guests who are there and want to pop in and maybe play Mario Kart, Mario
cool.
Party, Madden. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go.
This stuff is all going to be on like a schedule that we're going to pop up on, where the groups involved, we're going to have kind of a Google Doc where everybody can put in what's going to be going on at the certain times in each room, and then we're going to post that around upcoming to the event so people really can plan out what they want to go and visit. So, for example, down with us, we're going to be doing, like he said, Mario Kart and Mario Party and Super Smash Bros. Melee. Those are going to be the group games, but we can't be doing that all night, so we're going to have, our producers who are part of the club come in and do some of their streams, some of their games, and anybody's welcome to come on in and pop in and see, how the group runs and what we really do and, have fun over the 12-hour period. We're
12
gonna be awake.
hours.
Yeah.
12 hours. So what are you going to do for food and drinks and all this stuff? And say somebody taps out and they want to quit. Is there somewhere they can crash?
So for food, firstly, we haven't decided exactly what we're going to do. I imagine the easy answer might be pizza. We'll split from our budgets, get a bunch of pizza or order from somewhere, set up a table. But now, Nick, I know, has this idea to make for our fundraiser part of it, not just the event, the snacks and stuff in our office.
Right,
Cool. So you're fundraising for you guys too?
We're going to be fundraising for our club. We're basically going to turn our office into a kitchen or kind of a snack bar. So we're gonna have coffee. We have a Keurig in there that I have thermoses I'm gonna bring in, and we're gonna sell coffee, like lemonade and like cookies that you can buy. They're gonna be really cheap, like buck stuff.
A little cafe out of our office.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Even we have a microwave, and I can bring in a toaster oven that I have and make some food and refreshments that people can come down, because we want people to stay awake. We don't want them to be like, all right, 7 a.m. ready to do this. All right, it's getting to 1 a.m. I want to keep doing something, but wow, where's water? Where's coffee?
Yeah, right.
Because we'll have our main food that we'll present, at 6, 7 at night for dinner and stuff. But we need to make sure people stay awake.
Right.
Now, as for crashing and if I can't sleep or whatever, after the bands are done, which I think is around 10:30 at night, I imagine maybe if you bring your own sleeping bag or own blankets or whatever, you'll be able to crash in the student government room.
That sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like fun. So, what other clubs are going to be involved? You mentioned you're going to be working with other clubs. What other clubs are going to be there?
So, Dutchess Student Media Group's the one heading the whole event. Mainly in conjunction with us is Anime and Gaming Society. They're going to be the ones running the live bands, as well as helping out with the video game setups and the tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Other clubs, the TV club, for example, is
That's us.
hopefully going to be filming if filming any content there on the spot, any interviews. I may be looking into getting Pride Alliance Club, seeing if they're interested at all. I'll be going to any clubs on campus just to see if they want to be affiliated with it.
And when are you doing this event again?
December 2nd at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. And that's at Drumlin Hall. Isn't that where
No,
Ritz? What
it's
is
in
it?
Dutchess Hall.
Dutchess Hall.
Dutchess Hall.
We're in Dutchess Hall.
By the radio area, the Ritz Lounge, and the student government.
It's where it's the same building that on the top floor you have the stage.
Okay.
The auditorium.
The theater.
So coming down the stairs and to the left you'll see us, and then right across from the theater that's the Ritz Lounge.
And everybody will find this easy then. So you guys are the radio club. What are you guys doing in the radio club now? What are you guys up to?
So
Besides this Dutchess at Night.
Right.
Yeah, I'll run the script real quick right now. So we used to be Dutchess Radio, right? That was our club. We did live shows and podcasts. But we actually ended up getting a grant to totally reform our studio and what we do. We got a graphics card, so now we can do. We have a 980 Ti, so we're going to be running basically any game under the sun, and we can we stream that to our Twitch account. And we have our own Dutchess Media Steam account that everybody uses if they're not using their own to play games that we can even buy, and we've had members share their own libraries. So that's a whole new facet of using the studio.
On top of the radio
Right.
that you do, you're doing this live stream
Right.
gaming.
Right.
And other than that, we do live shows, which we have now. Our website is up in its preliminary stages, and we're getting that all set and stable. And then right from there, we're going to have an embedded player where you can listen to our shows as well as scheduling. We have our members up there, as well as the descriptions for shows and our management and stuff like that. And also a link to our SoundCloud page. Now we have SoundCloud Pro, the unlimited one, so that's where all of our podcasts go. Anybody, you have the producer and then up to 4 extra guests in the room that all have their own mics, all have their own headphones. You're not going to be straddling off of another mic like we used to before. So yeah, we had a splitter. We used an old Shure mic to get
fifth.
fifth. So now we have we can do that, and we're gonna have we have shows in there that are either half-hour or full-hour podcasts, and you talk about whatever. But that's all being done through us.
So you guys are pretty professional sounding with all this upgrade of equipment and everything. Who can be involved with this, with all this high-end equipment you guys got?
Anybody.
Anybody can be in your club.
Anybody on campus.
Anybody.
Now, from the from the outside, it does look like with the comms program on campus, it does look like we would be like affiliated with the program. That's not the case at all.
Okay.
For example, the president of our club, Josh, he's astronautical engineering major. I myself am a comm major. Nick is a performing arts major.
Music.
Does not matter who you are, what major you are.
And anybody's.
Wow. The club is mostly based on interest of music or interest of games or topics. It's all personal interest.
So you guys help people along when they come into the group. So you get new people in.
Yes, they go through the
Training?
proper basically the ringer through it. So, when you join the club, you'll go to a couple of meetings, get the feel for the club, and then you can put in a show proposal. Either for the internet radio, the podcast, or the Twitch show, whichever one you want to do. Then from there, you do 3 sit-ins on any show. Doesn't matter, even if it. For the Twitch shows, there's a bit specific training because it's a little more technical. But for podcasts and live shows, you sit in on 3 different previous producers who have already
Someone who's already
established, knows the ropes. You'll sit in, you'll watch how they do it, watch how their show format goes. After you get the 3 sit-ins, Nick will sign off on it, and you're then going to do your own show.
Well, that's pretty cool. You bring anybody into this, and they can enjoy being on the air.
Yeah, and you can have multiple shows. If you want to do a live show and then a podcast and a Twitch, all on different days, feel free. As long as you fill it out and it's approved by me, you can put it right on our board. We have a big scheduling board that we use note cards on, and you can just pin your show right to it, so it's all right there in the office. It's not like it's hidden away on a piece of paper. It's all broad. It's all up there, and that way our other members can see it easily and plan to be a guest on a show whenever they want to be.
So, is there anything new coming on? I mean, you guys got a lot going on, anyways. But is there anything new coming to you guys?
New for shows?
Anything, equipment, or shows, or anything like that?
If you want
a mouse pad.
Okay, yes, our production computer did not have a mouse pad for a bit. It was on
That's a big plus.
It was on the wooden table, but we're getting a mouse pad. Don't worry.
Crisis averted.
The big piece of equipment coming in is a new soundproof door. So in Dutchess Hall, many of the doors are just the standard. They're pretty thick wooden doors, and they do seal off sound pretty well. Unfortunately, with how many people hang out in the office and how loud and rowdy it can get, because we're all
funny we all are,
and how hectic it can get, sound will bleed through our studio door. We do have sound dampening, not really like super professional soundproofing, so sound will bleed through the plexiglass. It's not too thick. We are getting a $2,500 ISO door.
$2,500, Max?
$2,500.
Oh my God!
And the ISO door does what?
It is going to completely seal off any sort of lip underneath the door.
Yeah.
There's usually a little bit of a space for most doors. It will completely seal it. It'll be sort of vacuum seal it. So any outside noise trying to get in will not get in. Any music playing inside the studio, unless it's very bass heavy or super loud, will not get through.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on all the stuff you guys are doing. Tell me the dates again and the times for your Dutchess at Night, so we all can be there.
So Dutchess at Night is December 2nd, starting at 6 p.m. The bands are going to start around 6 p.m. They're loading in early. So 6 p.m. is the official start time for it. That's when everyone will start coming in with the bands. The gaming setups will be there, open to everybody. Our live stream will have already been probably going. We're probably starting at like 12 p.m. or so that live stream will already be going. But yeah, 6 p.m. December 2nd. It's a Friday night into Saturday morning.
Thanks for being with us tonight. To catch these guys streaming and their podcasts, go to radio.sunydutchess.edu.